Sir, our next console just got leaked.
What?
Some goofball just shared our unannounced Switch 2 with everyone. What do we do?
Release Project Omrala.
What is that? So what is it?
An alarm clock.
The Nintendo Sound Clock Alarmo. The official alarm clock from Nintendo where you can wake up to the sounds of Pikmin drowning.
Ah, it's that time of day again.
This thing was shadow dropped out of nowhere on a random Wednesday in October 2024. This was in the middle of all the Switch 2 rumors and not too long after an actual leak of the factory prototypes. The day of this announcement, I literally woke up late. I checked my phone and this was the first thing I saw. So I started watching the trailer and I think everyone was thinking the same thing.
Finally.
We were expecting the next Nintendo console, but instead we got an alarm clock. A $100 alarm clock, mind you. In true internet fashion, we began seeing memes about it, and it was pretty fun to talk about. But no chance in hell anyone's dropping a Benjamin for an alarm clock, especially when our phones work just fine as a total wake us up. Anyways, I bought it. It arrived later that month, and I was officially an Alarmo owner. The clock launched with 5 themes from various Switch games: Mario Odyssey, Pikmin 4, Splatoon 3, and of course, Ring Fit Adventure. Breath of the Wild too. Each theme has 7 songs from their respective games. Mario Odyssey has stuff like Fossil Falls, Peach's Castle, Jump Up Superstar, and Speaking with the Bubbling Sphinx. Yes. This is how I want to start my mornings. I want a personal word with the person who decides what music to add to the clock. Have you ever broken an electric gate in a Pikmin game? Do you remember the awesome sounds of doing that? Well, now you can wake up to those sounds. How thoughtful of them. And it's really brought together by the sound of Pikmin dying. This means the buffoon that recorded this audio threw non-yellow Pikmin at an electric fence. And of course the Pikmin drowning theme that I mentioned earlier. Do they have the f***ing Emperor Bullbacks approving these music choices? And then like Ring Fit Adventure? I mean, okay. But the important thing to note here is that Alarmo already has more themes than the Switch. Now let's look beyond the music. What features does Alarmo have that justifies the $100 price tag? What features does Alarmo have at all? One of the main concerns with it was that these Nintendo songs we know and love would get old and annoying if they were waking us up. Think about it. What is your current relationship with your phone alarm like? Yeah, but this isn't actually an issue with Alarmo, thanks to this handy shuffle feature. This allows you to wake up to a different, randomly selected alarm every day. You can wake up to the Stone Talus theme on Monday, then to Jump Up Superstar on Tuesday, then to Groovy Long Legs on Wednesday. There's a total of 35 music tracks on Alarmo, meaning you'll roll any individual track like once a month on average. This prevents any one song from getting annoying. I've been using Alarmo for over a year, and I don't think there's any one track that stands out. Maybe Groovy Long Legs. The clock also comes with 4 different wake-up modes: steady, moderate, gentle, and button. That's right, Alarmo's an elevator. In steady mode, the alarm starts as normal. If you wave your hand or just move enough, it won't stop, but it'll quiet down the music. From there, it detects when you get out of bed and plays the end of whatever song was playing. Then the alarm stops. You don't have to touch it at all. If you quiet down the alarm but don't get out of bed, it'll detect your laziness and start annoying you again. So no waving your hand and going back to sleep. And after 20 minutes, it enters a hurry up state, or in other words, the "oh sh*, I just accidentally slept in" theme. This is often accompanied with jumping out of bed. And I noticed that if you come back to the vicinity of the sensor, it displays this screen that pretty much says, if you don't move, the alarm will start again. So if you go back to sleep, it'll know and wake you up again. See, it knows how we are. Touche, Alarmo. Unfortunately, I'm one step ahead of you. Button mode is the exact same thing, but instead of stopping the alarm by moving, you press the button. This is revolutionary, never before seen tech in the alarm clock industry. Pressing the button will quiet down the music, but you gotta actually scroll to the right and press it again to stop the alarm. So it's really button swipe button mode. Moderate mode apparently steadily increases the intensity of the music. Ah yes, look at my new shirts. This just feels like steady mode to me. And gentle mode is pretty much the same as the other modes, but with no hurry up after 20 minutes. And the music starts quieter. This mode is great for people who want to be late to work. Alarmo also comes with sleepy sounds. This plays a relaxing song from whatever game you have set. It activates when it detects motion during your set bedtime, but for some reason, you have to assume the role of a statue for the sounds to begin. Each game has its own sleepy sound. For Mario Odyssey, it's the Honeyloon Ridge music. Another feature of Alarmo is hourly chime. This plays a short chime. Hourly. It happens at the top of every hour. For Breath of the Wild, it plays the regaining heart sound. I don't know the purpose of this. If I was switching up my focus every hour, alright, today I'll edit at 9 a.m., exercise at 10 a.m., shower at 11 a.m., sell drugs at 12 p.m., eat at 1 p.m., then this feature is a game changer, assuming I keep zero track of time or don't know how to set an alarm on my phone. When Alarmo was first announced, Nintendo said more alarms will be added via free updates. Just what I wanted, DLC for my alarm clock. The only issue is that they hired sloths to update this thing. We got our first game edition on December 10th, 2 months after launch. It was Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, a great choice. The update included tracks such as Mario Kart Stadium, Dolphin Shoals, Rainbow Road. I really love Mario Kart Stadium's theme. When it pops up, sometimes I'll just lay in bed appreciating the music. See, that's the thing with Alarmo. You'll occasionally get woken up by some absolute bops. Sometimes I'll just be jamming to a tune while still laying down half asleep. Then after a while, I turn it off and go back to sleep. I also noticed that in every mode except for Gentle, it plays the and. And then the music starts, which is pretty cool. The Mario Kart update was great. The next update didn't come until 3 months later, on March 10th, 2025. This was Mario Day, so we got original Super Mario Bros. Music. Ground, underground, underwater, and castle. That might be the entire soundtrack. This was a welcome update. Having the original Mario theme was nice. Who's waking up to the castle theme though? This is the song that plays when you're in sleep paralysis. One thing I noticed though is that the sleepy sound for this game was the nighttime ground theme. Which, as you may realize, is actually from Super Mario Maker 2, so I thought that was pretty interesting. 2 months later, in May 2025, we got an Animal Crossing New Horizons update, which was super exciting. But I don't think they could have physically done it any worse. Oh, I wonder what we're gonna get. Probably some hourly music, KK Slider songs, oh, and maybe even the main title theme.
Alright, let's see. Group stretching! I should have known! Morning already?
This music lineup is painful. On top of group stretching, you've got Going Places with Dodo Airlines. Ah yes, the sweet sound of air traffic control. Morning coffee. Wait, am I waking up at my own funeral? Grand opening ceremony? Which a good chunk of is just Tom Nook talking? I've always wanted to be waken up by my landlord. And of course, you can't forget the hood classic, Rescue Services.
Boss, we could do this cool thing where whatever hour the user wakes up at, the corresponding hourly music from the game could play.
Nah, we're using the Rescue Services theme.
And you wanted KK Slider songs? Best I can do is Dreaming of KK Slider. Why listen to people sing when you can hear them talk? Much easier to understand the words being said. Also, you can't even see the time. Each game has its own digital interface. Mario Odyssey has this nice bold font with Mario in the middle. But with Animal Crossing, it's this white font with a light orange background. So unless you're 5 inches away from the screen, good luck reading the time. What is this, a clock or a colorblind test? 5 months later, they actually updated this. I've been showing the updated version.
Ah, okay, see, so now you can see it from 10 inches away.
Everyone in this update's pitch meeting was drunk. And finally, the October 2025 update. Kirby in the Forgotten Land, plus a couple Star-Crossed World tracks, making them the first Alarmo themes from the Switch 2 era. This update was actually pretty good, and it's f***ing miraculous compared to Animal Crossing. They added the main theme of the game. They can do that? It's in Japanese, but this song is so fun to wake up to. Then Natural Plains, the first level music. I naturally love this song, so I just plain love this. They also added Everbay Coast, Wanderia Remains, and this random intense song for no reason. The theme of I'm late to work. Then the DLC tracks include a remix of Natural Plains, which is Naturally, and Twinkling Skating Rink. The intro of this song sounds like something you'd hear at the end of the climax, and now you're at the resolution. Overall, Alarmo's a neat little device for Nintendo fans. You can wake yourself up to the exact same songs on your phone, but I like the way Alarmo looks on my nightstand, and the LED bulb on top, and the different interfaces, themes, settings. I honestly don't think I regret this purchase, especially when you're getting a monetized video out of it. But if you're even remotely interested in securing your own Alarmo, you'll be happy to know that the official price has actually changed. Yeah, it's not $100 anymore. Nintendo finally learned their lesson. It's 110 now.